Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 3 of Test Play. That is my series where we are testing all of the mods that I've been making for my Pixelmon Nuzlocke. So to catch you guys up on what I've been doing off screen since the end of the last episode is I have started on a house. I'm just expanding the villager's house, giving myself some much needed storage. Yeah, on a sad note, my blunders keep growing. Here is who we lost last episode, Butterfree and Houndor. You guys will not be forgotten. Thanks for your sacrifices. In the last episode, we got Meowth and Lavesta. Those are fantastic. Lavesta is going to help us hatch eggs. That's why, actually, Lavesta should be in the first position because it has the flame body ability. And now I've got Meow, so that's going to give us an opportunity to earn some bucks, which we desperately need. Payday is a fantastic ability. Right, so what's changed since the last episode? I've nerfed the IV gacha machine. That one was giving out 100% of the time, it was increasing the IVs, which with the rarer tokens, for example, the epic and legendary tokens, the IVs that were coming out were just absolutely ridiculous. Those guys are like 100%ers. So I've nerfed that to only work 15% of the time. That puts it a bit more in line with the other gacha machines that have much lower odds. If I can remember my commands, why am I doing that? I have storage now. Let's see, that is going to be the Nuz gacha. If we do the chances. Right, so we can see for a shiny, that's 5%. Egg moves, 35%. Hidden ability is 25%. And the IV boost is 15%. Obviously, the point of this whole exercise of the test play series is to see if we're happy with the odds on a lot of the different things and to see how the game plays for the server that is coming up. Then we can decide if those are correct or not. I did see a Meowth here. What I really want is come on, don't dodge me, dude, is a amulet coin. That will double the amount of money that we're getting, which would just be fantastic. Right, as well as I have also added a new mod that we'll be testing today. Cool, thanks for the token. That is the minigames mod. So the first minigame is in. Those will run hourly for about 15 minutes. They'll have all kinds of different games. The first one's just called Snap Hunt. That will be a certain type of Pokemon, and if you catch that one or its evolutions, you will be getting you get on the leaderboard and you can get some cool rewards from that. The rewards still need to be set up from the reward pool as well as balancing that out. Okay, cool. After much deliberation, I still have this epic token. I've thought about it and I'm thinking a hidden ability. If we could get somebody cool with a hidden ability, that could really be a game changer. So I think I'm going to spend the epic token on a hidden ability. Hopefully we can get like a, I don't know, beast and get with a decent ability, and then we can use that to just kick some butt. Right. With the common one, I do want to see if I can't get like a decent egg move. Just start building a team for the future. Once the gym leaders are in, those are going to be quite tough, especially with the Nuzlocke rules. So we're going to need a pretty strong team to take them on. For the time being, though, let's get Meowth leveled up. Oh, you know what? Grass types I've been saving for Lavesta because he's pretty much going to be the leader in my party most of the time while I'm hatching eggs. And because Volcarona is quite fragile, I need him to be a decent level, I think. Right. I don't know. Let's go find a field with a couple of Pokemon. All right. Cool. That's a good one. Let me just confirm. So, Rattata, right? So they do start like every hour, but if I do want to force one, I can say force Snap Hunt, and now I've lost Rattata, and that the spelling is going to be a Rattata. Right, so then in 2 minutes a game would start. We can then test it out, catch a couple of Rattatas, and see how everything's working with that. In the meantime, ooh, attack IVs. Gimme. Oh, come on, dude. Not him. Meowth wants the attack IVs. EVs, my mistake. And some rotten flesh. The pain of running back and forth trying to get Meowth leveled up is a real chore. He's so weak at the minute, but it's all going to be worth it. Level 28 is when Meowth will really start shining. Well, then Persian, as well as, let me just confirm, cool, we do have Technician. So that's pretty much as hard as I can hit with Payday. Each one, I think, is half. So at level 20, you get 100 Poké-Dollars. So it's half of your level times 10. Oh, come on, man. Just don't poison me. Just don't poison me. Wrap, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let's check. Alright, cool. Take that. That game should be starting any minute now. Where'd that Rattata go? Whoops. Lost the point of the main objective. Right, I got bread for days. Ah, there we go. Cool. So this essentially, these games will be server-wide. When you're on the server, these games will come up every hour. Everyone can participate, and the top 3 are getting prizes at the moment. There's also quite a wide variety of Pokemon that I can choose from. If you guys do want to join the server earlier once I have that up, just pop me a message or leave a comment, and I will add you guys to the whitelist so you guys can help me test. No Rattatas, you can't be serious. I must just remember that way's home. I'm so terrible with directions. Aha, here we go. Weak Meowth, probably not the best. At least I got Fake Out, and Fake Out gets Technician boost, so that's pretty decent. Alright. Come on, Rattata. Cool, there we go. We can see that's updated. I've gotten 1 Rattata. I'm on the leaderboard now as number 1, Calvino himself. And I've already been turned around. Which way was my house? That way. Well, these eggs aren't really moving a lot, which could be good news. Then let me get to the Pokemon Center, do some healing, and then we'll see if we can't grab a couple more Meowths. Even though I'm not competing against anyone, might as well. I've just noticed my Minecraft sound is off. I should probably turn that up, right? I mean, it's kind of quiet here. Master volume. Where have I turned this off? I have no earthly idea. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, in the meantime, while I sort that out, you guys can just listen to the sweet, soothing sounds of my voice. Right. Get a good night's rest before the nighttime aggro starts and we get swarmed. close my door. Ah, so close. Yo, an epic token. That is brilliant. Right, we'll do the same thing again. I think. Okay, not you, Miltank. Nice try. Drop a comment. Let me know what gacha machine you guys want me to use the epic token on. See if we can't maybe get a shiny or something with crazy IVs. Anything shiny would be spectacular because the shiny Pokemon do increase the drop odds of wild encounters. So having a couple of shinies is definitely worth it. That's a Pidgeotto. Right, I'm looking for Rattatas, aren't I? Ekans level 20. Oh, I've let myself starve. What a shame. There we go. Hello, Rattata. What I can also do is get false swipe on Meowth. That would probably be great for catching a couple of Pokemon, as well as somebody that can put Pokemon to sleep. That's always useful. Maybe something with Spore like a Mungus. That would be great. Though I haven't really veered far from home to find something like that. But if I can get my hands on that, and I think it's called a Pataya Berry, we can make some Dream Balls. That's probably the best way to catch legendaries, as I haven't really made it easy to get Master Balls. Oh, Rattatas aren't going to be in there. Cool, the bottom two eggs have cracked already. Interesting, that means that top egg could be brilliant. Let's hope. Only one way to find out. Right. Let's go center it. Give me some money. Cool. Let's see, what are we on? 1,300. Awesome. No. Not right now. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do the server. You know, like, is the home essentially going to be on a different server? Is that going to be on the same server? We just all start in one town. I want to sort of limit the our ability to just be able to teleport away or around freely. So what I've done is I've set it up that I'm actually a huge fan of the Waystone mod, so I've put that in. I do want to program in so that they're not destructible or craftable, so that wherever you find them, I guess you'll have to just use those. That will kind of stop us from being able to just, well, teleport around freely without having the without like essentially. Well, what I'm trying to say is I love the exploration fact of the game, so I don't really want to lose that. That fake out might be a bit much. Yeah, whoops. Sorry, Rattata. Everything is so ridiculously strong. I know that the levels are scaled to your levels, so I suppose having a couple of Pokemon in the team that are a bit weaker is probably a good idea when you're just running around. Especially because you also won't be able to pick up any of the healers, or I think what I'll do is I'll make them Silk Touch, so that we can't just freely pick those up, as well as the PCs. Yeah, where on earth am I going? Lost. Or let's not say lost, let's say exploring. 4 more minutes to go. 2 eggs should be hatching soon. Let's see what we get. That third or the first egg in my inventory looks like it's going to be crazy. I might get something fantastic from that. Can't remember what. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Deviled eggs. A Makuita and an execute. That's pretty great. And that's cool. The level 5 eggs are working. A fighting type could be quite useful in this area with all the normal types. Execute, I'm not so sure about. Can I fly on Oricorio? I wonder. Hang on, that's a Meowth. Meowth, I need what you have, which is an amulet. Amulet. Nope. Right, well, that will be just like an ongoing struggle between me and the greater Meowth population to just get my hands on one of those amulets. Alright, Oricorio, you're going to show me if I can fly on you. Yeah, no, I'd feel pretty bad if I was able to fly on him. It's so tiny. Her, should I say. Poor Pokemon. That tree looks familiar. What we can do with the the waystones is you do, and it is craftable, is a I think it's a home scroll or something like that, where you can set it on any sort of waystone, and then if you hold that in, it will teleport you back to those. That could be useful. I think I'll keep those craftable so that we're able to at least go exploring and be able to get home without just getting lost. But the waystones themselves, I think I'll leave those up to exploring. So if you find them in the wild, then you'll be able to go there again from the other waystones. Yeah, this looks like home. Here we go. My upgraded, semi-upgraded villager house is on the horizon. Right, 1 minute to go. Let's see if we can't get our hands on another Rattata or two. A boss Pokemon. Oh, that's a legendary as well. Yeah, no, imagine. That thing will destroy my entire party. What I want to do is, well, I've been thinking about it, is to possibly make the bosses and the legendary Pokemon hostile always, so that they'll just hunt down and, like, essentially destroy everyone. But that might be a bit too much. Oh, goodness. Okay, Origario, it's up to you. So we'll see about game balancing. I don't want to make it too difficult for new people joining the server, but at the same time, I don't want it to become stale either. Right, 35 seconds to go. We can test out the first snap hunt. I'm well in the lead. Nobody else has even bothered. Considering it's single player, I am crushing everyone. Five seconds. 3, 1. Alright, cool. So that's the ending. I do think it takes a little bit of time just to let me know who the winners were. Probably what I've done is I've set up just a grace period of a couple of seconds in case you are in the middle of catching something when the game ends. Though I think once the log is in, it's in. See how long it takes. Otherwise, I might have to change that. I hide in my house, so I have set up some storage. Luckily, everything here drops leather, so I can get rid of a couple of things. That goes in mob drops. One of these is mob drops. It's the first one I was in. Valuables. Alright, there we go. So, just take a look here. You receive the legendary token. Okay, so it just says I came first, 9 points. The point system is for each Pokemon you catch, you get 3 points. But say I caught a Persian, that would have been 4 points. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. And I got a legendary token loot box and an epic token loot box. Token. Oops, that's weird. I need to change that name. Right, let's open the epic first. I got 2 shulker shells, 2 netherite scraps, and 3 golden apples. At the moment, these are only really dropping like placeholder items or Minecraft items, no Pixelmon items. 2 beacons, an elytra, and a netherite ingot, and dragon's breath. That's completely overpowered. But then again, if there are a lot of people on the server, then that might not be so unbelievable. Whoa, that Pidov's gotten a hold of me through the wall, I think. I might need to make the forced battles a little bit smaller. Alright, those feathers are useful for when we do want to craft those home scrolls. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of the episode. It was a pretty good one. We didn't lose somebody for the first episode ever, as well as we got an execute, a Makuita. This egg still hasn't even cracked, and we got to test the snap hunt. Aha, another encounter right through the wall. Or that could just be because I don't have a roof. I think what I'll do is off screen I'll finish off the house and then we can test that out next episode. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you like the video, like, subscribe if you want to see what I'm doing further and following the series with me. And thank you. Bye.